So this area is actually one of the most beautiful spots on our entire property here in the Smoky Mountains of North Carolina. And I have been wanting to clear this out for months because it is just prime real estate. It's flat ground on top of a ridge, lots of airflow, lots of shade. The only problem is it is super overgrown. So I've got 48 hours where I can finally tackle this project that I've been waiting months to do. Whoa. Oh, I actually don't know if it'll be enough time to tame this wild jungle into an awesome family hangout spot. Woo! This is tiring. I don't know if I got it in me, but I'm gonna give it my best and see if I'm able to pull this off. Okay, come on down, Isabella. Good boy, ready? Okay, go get it. So the grass is looking really good, dude. I'm so thrilled. I know Oso absolutely loves the grass. I'm not gonna lie, I think that growing grass might be my favorite project that we've done so far, just because the payoff is so direct, and it just turned this place from being hard to imagine as a home to being a very wonderful place to be. So I'm actually heading out of town later this week, and so I'm only here for 2 days this week. That means that I've got 2 days to do something. So instead of making a tiny amount of progress on our more important projects, I get to work on what you might call a passion project this week. I'm going to get to clear the lower ridge that I've wanted to clear for so long. But the very first thing I need to do is cut some steps in here because it is pretty darn steep now that the guys added this large fill bank. Eventually I'll put in some really nice steps, but that would extend this project to be more than 48 hours for sure. So for right now, I'm just gonna cut some super rough steps in here just so that we can get up and down from there. Weapon of choice, Rogue Hoe. This tool is epic. I'm looking at these steps. I feel like I made them too small. I think they're gonna have to be deeper and wider. That's definitely better. So I'm not gonna lie, the thing that I'm maybe the most concerned about with this project is snakes.
I hate snakes, Chuck! I hate them!
Because there are copperhead snakes here, there's rattlesnakes, and those are both pretty darn poisonous. And I believe they hang out on ridges like this, in between rocks, in dense brush. I'm gonna have to keep my eyes out. That is what we need. Cool. It ain't pretty, but these steps will do for the time being. Now, it's time for the part of this project that I've been looking forward to for months. I'm so pumped. Welcome to the lower ridge. So, I'm going with the electric chainsaw with this one. There's nothing too big here. Whoa! Oh, thorn bushes, man. Get out of here. Oh my gosh. I cannot express to you just how much fun this is. It goes so quick. I know for a fact that the hard part is the next part, getting rid of all this crap. But this is the fun part, dude. I am loving this. This stuff is actually really interesting. I believe it's called mountain laurel, but out here they use this as vertical struts in railings. And it's really pretty because it has really natural curves and twists to it. Some of this I might want to hold on to. Okay, so I think my goal right now is right back that way. Maybe another 30 feet is where the ridge is at its flattest. So I think that'll be the most usable space. So I'm gonna try to clear from here to there. Man, sometimes it's just not as dramatic as I was hoping it would be. There we go. Kind of funny how relatively little time I've spent actually doing the fun part, which is cutting. Most of it is just dealing with the brush afterwards. So just about there, this area that you can kind of see here is that nice flat area that I need to get to. So not a whole lot more to go here. Let's do it. cool. I mean, there's a lot more cleaning up that needs to be done, but at least now there's a large thoroughfare here on this ridge, so this is great. So Desiree and I have loved getting to live out here in nature with our two girls. But to be honest with you, I've been blown away by how difficult it is caring for two kids under 3. The sleepless nights, tantrums, and seemingly endless crying, all while grinding through such a massive transition in our lives. It has at times been a real struggle. But I also recognize that we're really lucky in a lot of ways. We've got it relatively easy, and a lot of parents of young kids out there have to deal with much more. And I think that for a lot of parents that are struggling, speaking with a trained therapist can be extremely helpful. And that brings me to the sponsor of today's episode, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is an online platform that makes starting therapy much easier. You just fill out a short questionnaire and pretty darn quickly you'll get matched to a licensed therapist. A therapist can listen, ask questions, and give you helpful techniques to make positive changes in your life. And if it's not the right fit, you can switch therapists at any time at no additional cost. And there are tons of reviews that show that this is a service that you can trust. So click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/Atticus to get 10% off your first month of therapy. Now that we've got basically the whole area cleared for the most part, it's time to do some raking. So I just want to clean up the ground, identify any like stumps I need to remove them, and then just do that all the way down. I'm gonna try using this landscape rake first because it'll level things out a little bit, which would be nice. This is tiring. I did give up on the landscaping rake and I went to a normal rake. Just your run-of-the-mill, forks, tangs, whatever, yellow rake. Got some more trees to clean up, all right. Whoa, yeah. Okay, where were we? Okay, well, I think that's it for me for the day. Basically cleared the whole area more or less. At least you're not gonna like step on a snake or something, so cool. So let's head down to the lower ridge and see the progress that we made. There's a nice cleared area all along the top of the ridge. I've got a giant freaking brush pile that I'm gonna have to deal with. For the sake of even possibly accomplishing this project in 48 hours, I'm gonna not include that in this project. I'll have to deal with that later. I've got a bunch of other brush I need to deal with, so I'll rent a chipper one day and then just like chip everything. And then I've also got all the larger stuff over here. A lot of this I'll be able to use for a ton of cool stuff, like I was talking about, maybe railings. And honestly, I want to be careful about the amount that I cut down because the priority is that this area is shaded. But yeah, I love this space, dude. It's so like open feeling. It opens right up to the property now. Things are looking pretty good. What I've got next is there's a bunch of stumps that are left over, like there. Here's a little guy here. Now I need to deal with these stumps because they're just toe busters. The girls are gonna trip on them. And I'm gonna use this Pulaski axe for trying to dig it up. I think this might work with some of the smaller ones. I think that this might be too big, but it's worth a shot. So let's see how it goes. Gotta take my wedding ring off using hand tools like this. I'll get a giant blister. Hopefully there's no ladies out here that get too excited when they see this. Whoa, is that thing made of metal? What in the world? Nice, one root down. Oh my gosh, it's still so firmly in there. I wanna try another approach, the Sawzall. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Sometimes you just gotta work smarter, not harder. Cool, I think we got a plan. Oh yeah, baby. Oh dude, that is just so freaking satisfying. Good news is these are the biggest ones, so they should just get easier. Last stump. I gotta get this done quick, man, because I got a lot of other stuff I'm hoping to do today. I'm getting tired, dude. Split my handle. So I mean, I ought to be using this pry bar, but the ground is so soft that it just doesn't have much to grab onto. It's too narrow. Come on, mother. Ah, yes. Oh, forgot there's one more here. I don't know if I got it in me. I honestly might have to move on to the next part of this project and then like maybe do this later on today. I feel like if this episode were to have a moral to the story, it would be the fun part and the hard part are often not the same part. Well, what I thought was going to be a very quick trip to Lowe's ended up taking all afternoon basically. So it's getting late, and if I'm gonna complete this 48-hour challenge, I gotta get to work. But I got some cool stuff, let me show you. That one has a hole. I have sand all over me. Okay, so first couple things I got, obviously some nice chairs for hanging out and sitting in this area. I got this Tupperware, which I'm gonna fill with play sand that I got. This is gonna be Isabella's little compact sandbox. I didn't wanna go all out and build a sandbox because it would just get so dirty with all the leaves falling in fall. This one comes with a lid, you can clean it. Isabella loves sand, and so it's a low cost, high value thing we can do. Now I'm gonna try to rig up this swing that I just threw together. I had some scrap pressure treated lumber and some rope, and I think it's gonna work out great. I'm gonna have to get a little bit crafty with how I attach it to these trees. Oh, dang, dude. This tree is very dead. It's so unstable. I don't know if this is a good idea. Might have to put it over here. Yeah, that's how a tree should feel. Okay, there's only one way to test this bad boy. Whoa. Here goes nothing. Sweet, the thing works. We did it, people. Okay, well, it is getting late. I've got to wrap up and go home. Tomorrow morning, the family will come and try it out. So I didn't accomplish a huge amount, but this is a very usable space, and I can't wait to see what the girls and Desiree think of it. So the whole family is here. Scarlett, do you want to see a surprise? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a surprise, although there's one surprise that's just for Isabella.
Whoa,
Okay?
what is it?
Mwah.
Okay, Isabella, keep them closed. You ready to go see your surprise?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, go on.
Okay, come on down, Isabella.
Dad made us a little hangout spot in the shade. And what's this? Is this a swing for Isabella? Dad got you an acorn.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a surprise. It's an acorn. Isabella, do you want to try your swing?
She's gonna put her acorn on it. Okay, you gotta hold on. You got your own swing down here. Can you say thank you?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is awesome. It's way bigger than I thought it would be down here. Okay, well, Scarlett and I are gonna give this one a ride. Oh, what do you think, Scar? Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, so, but a lot of why I wanted to do this was so that we could have a place in the middle of the day where like the girls would have stuff to do to be entertained, and then you can kind of relax a little bit. Yeah.
You know, when I was on the boat and we'd be on passage, and I'd be so freaking seasick and so just like sad we were away from our family, I would dream of opening my eyes and seeing just like trees all around.
Yeah.
And like, here we are.
Do you like your sandbox? Whoa!
This is called Make It Rain.
We need something for Oso now.
Yeah.
Oso's like, why didn't I get a surprise?
Yeah, what the heck?
Come on, Oso.
Really nice to actually be able to enjoy the property.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. It's like this is the first thing about the property that's to be enjoyed rather than worked on, you know?
Isabella's just rolling in the sand. It's like, how much contact can I have with my body in the sand?